Hi, everyone, and welcome to 11 Ways to Use Direct Mail to Grow Your Business and Increase Profits. If that's the presentation you were expecting, then you're in the right place, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. We've still got a bunch of people joining in, so we're going to give them a few minutes to get settled in, and then we'll get rolling. So now's a great time if you need to finish up any last minute emails or phone calls or run and get a drink of water or a snack. Perfect time to do it, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome again to 11 Ways to Use Direct Mail to Grow Your Business and Increase Profits. If you're just joining me here, we'll get started in just another minute or so. So now's a great time if you need to finish up any last minute emails or run and get a drink of water. Please do so now, and we'll get started in just another minute. Thank you. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and get going. Thank you for joining me here today. Our presentation today is 11 ways to use direct mail to grow your business and increase profits. Now, before I get started here, I just want to let you know that I will be recording this presentation and I will send you a copy of the recording here in the next 24 or 48 hours or so that you can access. As well, I just want to let you know that I will take some questions at the end of the presentation. I am going to go ahead and hustle through all the content of the presentation without stopping for questions, but at the end, I will answer questions. So below this presentation, you will see a form there where you can enter in questions. And please do so throughout the presentation, and I will address as many of those as I can at the end. And anything that I can't, either for time or just because I don't know the answers just yet, I'll do some homework and I'll get back to you here in the next day or two personally. Okay, so please go ahead and type in those questions. One other thing, just to let you know, if you hover your mouse over the actual presentation that you see here, in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see a little icon pop up that you can click on. That will expand this presentation into full screen mode if you'd rather watch it that way. And you can just hit the escape key on your computer at any time, and it'll bring it back down to this regular size so you can access that question form or anything else that you need to. Okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate your attention. Again, this is 11 ways to use direct mail to grow your business and increase profits. And I'm excited to share this presentation with you. Direct mail is one of the probably most underappreciated forms of marketing in today's digital age, but also very, very effective and something that I find that most businesses just aren't taking nearly enough advantage of. So I hope that I can share some interesting ideas with you and maybe expand your horizons when it comes to the marketing options that you have available to you at your business. So I'm going to cover some of the direct mail myths and realities. why you should be using direct mail, 11 best practices, and then key takeaways and those questions at the end. All right, so the first direct mail myth that I hear pretty darn often is direct mail doesn't work for our business. And this usually comes from somebody who tried direct mail once and didn't get the results they were looking for, and so they just gave up altogether. And I've got to tell you that if I gave up on direct mail after my first campaign or my first several campaigns, even, I certainly would not believe that direct mail was a good valid form of marketing either, because I did not have success on those initial campaigns, and it has taken some work to get to the point where I do have consistent success, just like anything. But I can tell you for sure, that direct mail, the reality is that it works for a variety of types of businesses. In fact, um, just about every industry that I can think of, I've seen direct mail work successfully. So here is a postcard sent from a realtor. We've probably all received some sort of postcard at home from a realtor. Here's one from a dental office, West Morris Dental Associates. Here's a variety of postcards sent by various auto dealerships. And again, I'm sure just about all of us have seen those. Here is a postcard from a spa. And of course, here's one that I'm sure everybody has seen, one from the local pizza shop. So that's just a few of the businesses that you'll see doing direct mail. But I would challenge you to name an industry that I couldn't find direct mail being used successfully. I have worked in a large variety of industries, and I am very careful to keep my eye out for direct mail campaigns because it's something that I'm very interested in. And I have yet to come across an industry that someone could point me to that I couldn't find somebody using direct mail successfully. So I just want you to keep an open mind. I would hope throughout the presentation that direct mail can be used effectively for you no matter what business you're in. And it comes down to, being creative and trying some different concepts. So why use direct mail? There's three main reasons to use direct mail. And direct mail can be very, very effective in all three. One is to get new customers, which I think is what most people think about it for. But two is to reactivate, that should be reactivate, not reactive, reactivate old customers. And then number three is to upsell, resell, and cross-sell your customers. So again, most people think about probably just number one there. How do I get new customers in the door? And maybe don't really consider 2 and 3, but direct mail is incredibly effective at reactivating those old customers that you already have some sort of relationship with, as well as introducing current customers to new products that you have or complementary products that you have that they may not have yet purchased. So getting new customers, reactivation of old customers, and then upsell, resell, and cross-sell, all very, very powerful uses of direct mail. Now, let me give you some of the other reasons why I really like direct mail. One, it's personal. Okay, you can, in the process of mailing to somebody, you can customize the mail to make sure that you're addressing those customers by name and really speaking to them individually. And because of the targetability of direct mail, you can really create pieces that appeal to and speak to the unique interests of the audience that you're sending to. So direct mail can feel very, very personal, like you sent something just to an individual, even if you send it out to thousands of people. It's very flexible. There's a wide variety of inexpensive and creative formats that you can use. And this is one of the parts of direct mail that I enjoy most. I mean, most people, you've seen envelopes like this. You see them very frequently, right? And that's what most people think of with direct mail, either this or one of the postcards that I showed you earlier. But when was the last time you got something like this in the direct mail, right? This is a little card that you open up, and it's got this great pop-up scene of this gorgeous vacation destination, right? Or how about this campaign from a Land Rover dealership where they sent a red helium-filled balloon inside of a box. So when you open up the box, up rises this pretty red balloon. These are some of the more creative uses of direct mail. And these are just a couple of examples, but there's lots and lots of very creative formats that you can bring to direct mail that, I think just seeing these examples oftentimes opens up your mind to the possibilities of direct mail campaigns. It's very, very targeted. Direct mail can be targeted by location, by income, by interests, and maybe most importantly, by what they've previously purchased. And it's actually pretty darn easy to get your hands on this information. There are major companies that are what they call list brokers, whose entire job it is to go out and find this data about specific audiences and package it up to sell to you. So you can go to these list brokers and say, you know what, I want males between the age of 45 and 55 that own their own homes, that have incomes of at least $250,000 a year, that drive Jaguar cars. And of course, by targeting that intensely, you're of course going to limit your audience down to a smaller number. But those could be the exact people that you're looking to target with whatever offer you have, versus if you were to run a similar offer on radio or television or print in a newspaper or a magazine, you're obviously spending a lot of money to reach a lot of people that are not exactly your targeted audience. So with direct mail, you can get very, very targeted. It's tangible. Okay, and in today's digital age, this really makes direct mail stand out. You can physically place your message in a customer's hands, right? And you can take your products and introduce them in a very tangible way to your prospects. And this is something that you just can't do online. And, there's been such a mass rush of advertising online that people are forgetting that, getting something in a package can feel pretty darn good, right? It can be something that's very enjoyable. So this is a great way to stand out by, delivering something physical into the hands of your prospects and customers. It's very relevant. And I think this is something that, people may not realize. Again, there's been such a mad rush to the online advertising that I think so many people think, oh, well, direct mail is just dead. But direct mail is not dead. Look at some of these statistics. 65% consumers who value the mail they receive in their mailbox. 36% businesses who thinks consumers still value their mail. So there's good businesses out there, but there's a gap, right? 65% of consumers say I do value it, but only 36% of businesses think consumers still value it. Okay, 76% of young people who say they've made a purchase based on something they got in the mail. And I think that surprises a lot of people, because you think the young people, they're the ones that are just glued to the smartphones and text messaging and online ads, but they still are responding to what they're getting in the mail. And then 65% adult millennials who prefer to read something on paper, which may not be a surprise. So direct mail is definitely not dead. Okay, it still works. People still value it. It's cost effective. Okay, because of some of the things that we talked about earlier with the targeting, right, and your various format options. Direct mail can be very cost effective. So there's a quote from Dave Scott, who's the CEO of an online lead list generator. So this is a CEO of an online marketing company. But look what he says. He says, even though direct mail seems old school, it's really sexy for the marketer. The reason being that there's less clutter, so you get more effective impressions. So here is an online marketer telling you that this offline, direct mail still really works. And in fact, data that I found says that